Welcome to HxGN TV Live. My name is Frank Joop. I'm the Executive Director for Global Business Development for our design tools. And topic of today will be optimizing your design, or I should actually say optimizing your design early on in the project phase. And I got two guests with me that will help me with this conversation on this topic. And first guest is Sonali. Maybe you can introduce yourself.
I'm Sonali Singh. I'm the president of ASD Global. We're excited to be a partner with HxGN and talk about our engineering solutions.
Great. And then Ken.
I am Ken Deng, and I'm product owner for SmartPlant P9D and this new product process engineering, and I'm based in Huntsville, Alabama.
Right, cool. All right, well, to stick with you, Ken, I have a question for you. I mean, we've been building plants, for many, many years, and now you are developing these new solutions, SmartPlant Process Engineering. What are the main benefits you try to offer, you plan to offer to the engineering companies and owners with this solution?
Yeah, sure. As you know, that Intergraph has been the market leader for design and engineering solution. But one area we haven't been strongly investigating is this feed phase of the project life cycle. And what we plan to do now is to basically create a new tool to let the process engineers to consolidate the data and do better optimization and create the smarter deliverables so that this feed can be well executed to have a better and impact on the cost and the schedule for the overall capital project.
Right. I understand. But then, of course, an important part of this whole, front-end design, I've been there myself, I've been an engineer from background, so I know we used to make at Fluor block models, literally plastic models, believe it or not, blocks to do the conceptual design. You can do it a little smarter, right?
Yes.
So when Ken has created his initial design, you can take the data. Can you make automatically a 3D conceptual model out of that?
Absolutely. So at ASD, our solution, OptiPlant, is a 3D conceptual design and engineering automation tool. And what we do is we read the connectivity from the PFD, the equipment list that will get produced out of SPPE.
Right.
And from that data, we can automatically build that 3D model with a focus of layout, optimization, and of course, reduction in costs. And traditionally, as you've pointed out, It's been physical models, right? Because the problems we've heard is it takes too much time, maybe at that early stage in a short schedule to build it out in 3D, or it's incomplete data. And part of the OptiPlant solution is to supplement your PFD information with some rules and knowledge base to kind of help complete the data so you have enough data to build out a good physical model.
Right. Now, so you can have different models, different scenarios, right?
Right, different options.
Different options. So,
right.
So at one point in time, you said, okay, option 3, that's the option to go for.
Yes.
But, when you have the 3D model, can you actually yourself optimize the 3D model, the layout, by, for instance, doing hydraulic analysis to bring maybe things closer together? That costs money. If you can make the pipe rack 1 meter shorter,
Exactly.
You're talking about millions of dollars, so you have to optimize it. Can you do more after you model it, do some analysis in that area?
Exactly. So that's the engineering automation, right?
Okay.
So along with the physical layout, you're looking at spacing, you're looking at the pipe rack widths, but now we can do some pressure drop calculations, give you feedback on the pipe size, look at elevations of the pumps.
Right.
So you're really optimizing the layout from an engineering perspective,
that
right?
Is cool.
And then, but we'll take it further to looking at maintenance, operability, because
Right.
you want to ensure you're designing a plant you can build and operate, right? And then from there, we can also take a look at very early construction scheduling and sequencing.
Well, that's amazing. That's cool. Because in this early phase, you make very, very critical decisions on how you execute your project, and that could have big money impact as well. So
and whether to even build the project, right? From an owner's perspective,
yes.
It's what's the feasibility, what's the cost-benefit analysis, and can you then design the facility in a way that it makes sense to build it?
Exactly. So if you import data then from simulators, right? From all of them, or just?
Yeah. So process engineering, this new tool, we start from the simulation cases. And in the first release, we will support the Pro 2.
Okay, Pro 2.
And more and more, we certainly will interface with other simulation tools like HYSYS of the world and like the other simulation packages.
Yeah.
And integration is the key factor for this tool to success, because process engineers have so many tools, and because they have to consider the cost and also estimate the schedule and make sure the design conditions are well captured and also optimized. So data integration and the ability to consolidate data in one database to provide a data-centric tool for the downstream detailed engineering design is the key success factor.
Right. Well, talking about integration then, what about equipment design or sizing solutions? Do you offer also interfaces, or maybe interfaces out of the box to, tray sizing, tower, sizing, heat exchangers sizing, that type of equipment sizing in design products?
So the way we handle this sizing tools is through some data exchange interface.
Okay.
And we will deliver some out-of-box capability, like to integrate with Optiplant. We provide the data format that the Optiplant can use as input to do their estimation and layout. And also we provide this very flexible API capability. Basically, you can have a structured programmatic way to access the managed data in our process engineering database and to connect to whether it's in-house tool or some third-party vendor's tool, and then eventually get the data back into the PE database.
Right. So for instance, you interface with a product like HDRI or so to do the heat exchanging type of equipment. So, but if Ken creates a first pass at the process flow diagram and he passes to you, you make your model, but then of course process engineer, they change their mind overnight, so he comes back then with another. Can you do these updates or change managements? How do you handle that?
So Optiplant is a data-driven tool, and the 3D model is being generated from the data. So any updates, whether it's based on the case, whether it's based on equipment size, that change would be consumed by Optiplant, and then it will automatically update that 3D model. So that's really the advantage and value, I think, as an integrated solution, right? Is that in a very quick way, better decisions can be made because you can quickly see the impact of that change and what it's going to do, not just to the process side, but also to the physical layout. And possibly, let's say maybe it impacts operations or maintenance, right? So we're really being able to integrate it all together and see that impact, because we'll drive it with the data and update the model automatically.
Oh, wow, right. So, and you have visualization capabilities to spin that around and for the owner to look at it?
Right. It's a full 3D model, so you've got complete visualization. Plus, we also integrate to some of your viewers, like SPR, right?
Oh,
so you could also do further visualization over there.
So in one day you will also do this helmet thing that I've seen here?
Yeah, it looks exciting, doesn't it?
That'd be cool. You can then walk through the plans,
Well, the goal is touchscreen on your iPad, right?
Oh, wow.
You lay it out, and then maybe physically, especially for like a brown field, to be able to immerse yourself and see what the impact of that change is.
Right, that's cool. So one of, you have several deliverables that in a feed project. One of the main deliverables, of course, is the process flow diagram. So do you have facilities to create this deliverable as part of your output of your program of SmartPlant Process Engineer?
Yeah, deliverables certainly is very important, and we as Intergraph has been very strong in managing data as well as the graphical deliverables, like P90 is a perfect example. So in this new process engineering, we basically kept the graphical engine. We were able to develop automated PFD generation based on the simulation package data. And also we are able to create some new automated labeling routine to basically make the graphical deliverable more efficient and easy to manage. At the same time, we have this data reporting. With the help of API, you essentially can get the data in any format you want, and it can be saved in template, spin off the data anytime.
So one day you will go to the cloud also with this application, you think?
Yeah. Well, the cloud can view the PFD and also view the data behind it, and also facilitate this data exchange with external tools. Essentially, that's the direction to go.
Yeah, wow. So once we have decided that this is the design that we like and we want to go ahead, we want to put the money on the table, are you able to, we have made the connection between the detailed phase, will you be able to make that hand over basically the conceptual model to that detailed phase then?
Absolutely. So OptiPlant already has existing adapters and interfaces, say to Smart 3D, and it's a full intelligent data conversion. Again, we've really focused on everything being data-driven, which is what I see is very powerful, right, about SPPE is the drawings are always important to engineers, of course, right, PFDs, but really the data behind it,
yes.
if OptiPlant can consume that, and then you're really being able to pass that forward ultimately to detail engineering.
Yeah, cool. I think that, we have been going through a little rough time in the oil and gas industry. My feeling is that when the project will come back. I don't think there's any doubt about it. But when they come back, I think that the owners will be very, very cost sensitive. So do you feel that this solution will really be a good fit in this new business model of think twice before we spend the money?
We're already seeing that now, for every, even as early as a feasibility study, the goal is cost reduction, and we're trying to assist with reduction of materials, right? That's the big thing. So I think a solution like this is really going to help the owner at the early stages to look at their options and determine a cost-effective yet safe plant to build.
Right.
Yeah, it's all about a tool for you to make a right decision and to make the work more efficient and cutting the cost to better project execution.
You think also reuse of design would be playing a part in this whole scenario? Because I built already a plant like that and I want to reuse it a little bit differently, but at least it's a basis for this project.
Template-based design, right? It's the big buzzword, and I think what we are providing as a solution is a way to enable that.
Yeah.
You can build your templates and be able to reuse them.
Yeah, I think that
it's only available when you take the real intelligent data-centric solution to make this kind of reuse.
I think that's very very important. Okay, we're almost out of time. Do you have anything that you want to add? I forgot to ask, or you want to add? Or?
No, I wanted to also mention we were going to talk about a little bit more about the construction side, but I think that's a key piece, even at the early stage with advanced work packaging, to really start looking at the construction schedule and sequence, and that's another element in OptiPlant that we're offering, so we can really tie that together at that front end stage.
Yeah.
All right, good. Well, Sonali, Ken, thank you so very much for being here and talking with me a little bit about this, I think, very important part of the life cycle. Like I said, you make significant business decisions here at this phase of the life cycle. All right. Well, thanks again, and thank you also for watching this. If you want more information on the products, you can go to the intergraph.com website. If you want to see some more of these HxGN videos, you can go to the HxGN TV.com website, where you find all this recording. Thank you very much.